What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today, guys, we are going to be going over some more news in regards to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel video game. Now, I have not done anything in regards to this since it was announced back on the second day of Jump Festa. I have not really done any discussion on it, but recently, a little while ago, we actually got some news on the release date for this video game, and I will say this, I was very surprised to see this, because I honestly didn't think we were going to get anything until this summer, honestly. Didn't really expect to get a release date until that kind of time, but no, we just got it like a couple of days ago, maybe a week at this point. So hey, you know what? You're not going to hear me complaining. I'm very excited. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. So here is the information that we got in regards to the game. It's not very long, but it's definitely something very interesting. We actually also got the name for this game, which I forgot we didn't even get the name of it when it was released or announced. The only thing we knew is that it was going to be for the Nintendo Switch. And only for the Nintendo Switch, I should mention that as well. We don't have any news if it's going to be on PC, PS4, or 5, whatever they're going to really do with that. I have honestly no idea, in the new Xbox console, whatever it is. But here we go. The game is titled Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel Saikyo Battle Royale. Its releases summer of 2021, and the game has its own original story. I will say that is one of my biggest wants with this, because unlike Legacy of the Duelists, it will actually have its own story, like a new story. With Legacy of the Duelists, which was the only other game that we've had on the Nintendo Switch, it was just the anime story. That's all that was. So to now know that we're getting our own story in regards to this game, that's already a plus for me. The name of it, I will say this. This name just reminds me of Saikyo Card Battle, which is the one that was released on the 3DS. So based off of the name, I feel like it's just going to be similar to that game. However, it's going to be more of the Rush Duel format. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about Saikyo Card Battle myself. I never got the opportunity to play it. I knew that actually is one of the most unique pieces of Yu-Gi-Oh! As it doesn't have any characters from original series. Like, that's the game that introduced, like, Light, Dark, Tendo, and those characters from the OCG Structures manga, but it was in the actual video game. So it's very interesting. I don't know if it's going to be playing like that. It might play something like a Tag Force game or something like that. I don't know. But other than that, I'm very excited. There also is a link to this as well, which I'm going to leave down in the description below. So if you want to go check out the website for yourself, you can. Although I'm more of gonna recommend it just for people that want to find, because I think there's gonna be trailers going into that website, so that's why I would recommend just like popping in every once in a while. Everything is in Japanese, like you cannot read it, so that's just a little fair warning with that. I'm just keeping an eye on it just for news and like if we got a trailer or something like that. So that's where I would keep my eye on. But actually, let's go to the page real quick. Because the very interesting about this is when I actually clicked on this link later on before I actually started recording, this piqued my interest. So when you go onto the actual website, again, you can't read anything, but the first image we get on there, nothing really out of the ordinary. You know, you still got Yuga, Luke, Roman, and Gagato on there. You see Neil this time, so that's very cool that he's going to be in this game. But the middle character is the interesting part of this, as you get to be a playable character. I really thought, because we didn't get this right away when it first was announced, we had no information on it. That's honestly why I have just now decided to cover it, because I wanted to wait until the website was up and running before I really wanted to dive much into more stuff to kind of get a little bit more information. And even though this isn't so much, this just proves to me that you're not going to be playing as any of the characters. This is going to be another scenario where you play as your own character, kind of like how Saikyo Card Battle, you were playing as protagonist, that kid that actually looks like Yuga, funny enough. Their hairstyle kind of is similar. Or like the players from the Tag Force. This is going to be basically your player. And surprisingly enough, we don't get to see his full design. He's actually like he's covered up. He's not actually like, we don't have his full design, which is a very interesting choice. I would have liked to see what its design looks like. I think it would be pretty cool, but I guess they didn't want to give out too much right away. But it's really cool that you actually get to play with this. I am very interested though to kind of see what they go with this story. Because if this is going to be a unique story, my question is how is this story going to really go? Is this story going to be focused on what kind of like Saikyo card battle was, or it's more of just you entering a tournament and you're trying to win that tournament? Or is there going to be like a story where you actually go against like villains and stuff like that? That's something that's going to really interest me, because we have like no villains or anything. We don't see like a Mr. Go. I'm like, sure, you see Neil, but Neil, if you've been watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime, it's kind of been more of a good guy character, so I feel like this is more of the Neil as a good guy and not the one that was trying to get rid of Rush Duels. So I wonder if that's going to go the route, or they're going to actually go like the Saikyo card battle route and do it just like a tournament, or just like have you go against villains. I'm very interested in that regards. If I had to make a guess, I think it's just going to be a tournament, which I don't mind either way, whichever way they decide to be. I just think the villain way would be pretty cool because of the fact that it could be something very interesting and probably would be more appealing to kids, like fighting against villains. Like you see that in all games like Mario games and Zelda games and all that kind of stuff that kids are into these days. Like you always find villains, so maybe they can do this with the Yu-Gi-Oh game. Or heck, you can do probably both. I don't see why you couldn't do both, but that's where it is very interesting. I'm very excited for this story, most of anything. I'm not really excited for gameplay-wise because it's going to be in the form of Rush Duels, and as you guys may or may not know, I am really not the biggest fan when it comes to Rush Duels, so it's definitely going to hinder some of this towards me personally, but I'm going to overlook that. That's just me personally. I think I will still be, I'm fine with the Rush Duels. I think I'll just be able to just be alright with it, and I think I can just get used to it for the game. As long as the story is good, that's where my main focus is with a game, is like the story, because obviously with it being Rush Duels, it's going to be something I already know, and again, with me not being really interested in the Rush Duels, that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance to the game, but again, more the story is going to go towards me in regards to this game, so I'm very excited to that as well. And also, just to see if there's new characters, another thing that I wonder about is, where's the story going to really begin? Because obviously you're going to be the player character. Like, are you just going to be going around with the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's cast? Or are you going to just be going around with a new cast of characters or something like that? Like, say you have your own group, like you have you as the player, maybe another character like a girl character, maybe two other guy characters, and that's like your party, that's like your team, and then you go around Goha City and you actually meet up with Yuga, Luke, Roman, and Gakuto and those characters and do something like that. Or is it just going to be you and you meet up with these characters and you travel with those characters? Either way, I'm fine with it. I really don't care which way they go with it. I like seeing newer characters because you can get some pretty cool stories with them, some new stories with these characters. We already know what the characters are, though again, with a unique story, that means the characters might not be the same as the anime or the manga, so maybe I'll take that back once the game actually comes out, but that's really going to be it. Again, we have nothing else in regards to like gameplay-wise, which I think we all know kind of how gameplay-wise, or at least the battle mechanic is going to be with you just rush dueling. It's just as simple as that. And really, that's just going to be it. There is not much other information that we have in terms of this. I really was hoping we would get a trailer. I just actually looked at it up before I actually started this recording just to see if there was a trailer, and unfortunately, there was no trailer. So, yeah, but once a trailer comes up, you know I will be going and doing a full analysis on that trailer. So, with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this was a little bit of a shorter video, but again, nothing really much to go off of this. The fact that this is being released in summer 2021 is just very surprising to me. I really did not think we were going to get this game until like late 2021, early 2022. That's where I thought we were going to get like a release date, and that's when it was going to be released. But summer 2021, again, you're not going to hear me complaining about that. I mean, the sooner I can get the game, the more I can do stuff on that and actually get my hands on this game, because I'm really excited for this game. I really am. And just to see what this story might be. And who knows, maybe I can get a different opinion with Rush Duels with this game. I doubt it, but who really knows. But with that being said, that is going to be it. Let me know what features you guys want to see in this game. Let me know, like, some plot lines. Do you want it to be more of a tournament style, or do you want to be more like a fantasy kind of style game? Like, I want to know all your guys' thoughts on this and just some things that you want to see in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel Saikyo Battle Royale. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, guys, take care and have yourselves a great rest of your day.